Hello, everybody. On this lovely sunny Monday morning, at least where I am, it is sunny and already very warm. Anyway, thank you for being back here with me. I so appreciate you guys being here with me, and thank you once again for all your stunning support. I just want to mention that once again I'm slightly behind on my email and comments, and that's mainly due to the fact that poor Dragon Man is writing exams, so my afternoons are spent going through his schoolwork with him. At my age, that is rather tough. Anyway, as we are inching closer to 2021, we are again faced with the same question as in previous years. Will the Queen abdicate in 2021? Unlike previous years, though, we are faced with a whole different scenario this year, and mainly, obviously, due to the pandemic. This year, our elderly and those with pre-existing conditions are particularly at risk, and the Queen at 94 as much so as anyone else at her age and with age-related health issues. Although the Queen looks as sharp as always, it does appear that she may suffer from rheumatoid arthritis and maybe high blood pressure. According to royal expert and biographer Robert Jobson, Her Majesty may not want to, but realistically, she's getting to a point where she's handing more and more over to Charles and even William. And how can she look Charles in the eye and tell him to do all the work, but that he is not going to be king? Jobson believes that Her Majesty has already given this much thought, and he believes that now more than ever before, she will seriously consider handing over to Charles, and that she'll do so on her 95th birthday. Jobson also feels that the Queen would prefer to be around to make sure that the transition of the crown is going seamless. Also different from previous years is the fact that insiders have predicted that the Queen will abdicate at age 95 ever since she turned 90. It was also speculated that the Queen will remain Queen, but that she will hand the Regency and thus executive powers to Charles. However, aides at the palace had said on numerous occasions that a Regency will not happen. Although many others, including biographers and journalists, believe that the Queen takes her oath of, "I declare that my whole life, whether it be short or long, will be dedicated to your service," extremely seriously, and that she will remain in position until her death. However, others believe that for the Queen the most important thing is to maintain the strength and integrity of the monarchy. Thus, if she feels that her advanced age is in any way weakening the monarchy, then she might very well step down. There's one thing everyone agrees on, and that is that COVID has contributed to make an abdication more likely than ever before. There are also those who believe that Prince Philip's ailing health will play a role in 2021. Philip had taken a back seat and supported Her Majesty for all of their married life, and some feel that the Queen would want to have more freedom and time to spend with him in his last years. The virus itself brings further questions though, and I've just heard or seen that William actually contracted the virus shortly after his father did, and that he suffered quite badly. However, at 71, Charles himself falls in the category of people most at risk of serious complications or even death due to the virus. We saw him coming through a bout of the virus with flying colours, but should it happen again? It is said that Prince Charles has a number of existing ailments. So would Prince Charles consider abdicating and handing over to William? Most Brits are of the opinion that he will not do so. Regardless of numerous speculations and popularity polls, we must remember that Charles had been conditioned, almost from birth, to accept that he will be king one day. And without even looking at the hierarchy, or without even taking the hierarchy into consideration, we should understand that Charles will see it as a normal progression of his life. With only 2 months left of 2020, we would not be out of line to consider the possibility of Charles becoming king or regent in 2021. So what does this all mean for the monarchy? I first went to the popularity polls to get a better picture. However, compared to 2019, I've noticed a significant change in the picture. After the Queen's national address at the height of lockdown, her favourability rose to 83%. And now in October we see the Queen at 71 points. William's favourability score continues to remain steady with a slight and steady increase, with his net score hovering between 65 and 69 points during the year. 80% of Brits have a positive opinion of him and only 15% negative. This is an increase from an average score of 62 points in 2019. When we look at his ratings, he stands at 73% positive overall, 9% negative, and 16% neutral. Now, when we go look at Charles's favourability, we see that it had seen a decrease in 2020, with 59% of the British population having a positive opinion of him and 35% a negative opinion. And this leaves Charles with a score of only 24 points, significantly lower than that of his son Prince William. And when we look at his ratings, he has only 47% positive, 20% negative, and 31% neutral. Why is Charles unpopular, and what worries the people about him becoming king? The most descriptive explanation comes from biographer Sally Bedell Smith when she describes him as hopelessly thin-skinned, naive, resentful, a preening snob, sensitive to violations of protocol, and horribly misled about the extent of his own talents. It is also said that although Camilla would prefer to be titled a princess consort, Prince Charles may push for her to be crowned queen, something the British public may or will not be happy with. One of Camilla's own family members said that after very loved Queen Elizabeth II, Princess Diana, a Queen Camilla would be a hard sell and difficult for the public to accept. There are also concerns that Charles may be too political, but although there had been a few gaffes, there had not been anything so scandalous that it could shake the line of succession. So in a way, I guess we will have to wait for 2021 to see how all of this plays out. Personally, I feel and believe that it would be positive and beneficial to the future of the monarchy should William become king sooner rather than later. He is attractive, diligent, personable, and his wife is equally popular. However, I do not believe that this will happen. I do predict, though, that Charles will become king at some point, but that he will not remain in the position for very long, a maximum of 5 years, if not less. Secondly, I do not believe that the Queen will abdicate, but I do believe that we shall see a Regency scenario in 2021. And then, we cannot end a video without mentioning Harry and Meghan, can we? How will these potential scenarios affect Harry and Meghan? It is my humble opinion that should the Queen remain in place in 2021 and 2022, that we shall see a gradual removal of titles, privileges and patronages. The first to go will be Harry's honorary military title, and he will be replaced by William as Captain General of the Marines. The first patronage to be removed will be Meghan's patronage of the National Theatre, which I think will either go to Prince Edward or Beatrice. I also think that during the course of 2021, the titles of Duke and Duchess will be removed with action and support of the British government in order to protect the Queen from the fallout. By the end of 2021, Harry, I predict, will still be Prince Harry and Meghan a Princess of the United Kingdom. However, as she's not a blood princess, she will not be addressed as Princess Meghan, though. Just like Catherine and Camilla are not addressed as Princess Kate or Princess Camilla. Should Charles become king in 2021, I see him being very lenient and nothing much happening other than Harry losing his honorary military title at the request of the military and Marines. I also think that the couple will lose patronages at the request of the various institutions, particularly because it is becoming clear that Meghan and Harry do not intend returning to the UK anytime soon, and the positions need to be filled to aid with promotion and charity. As simple as that. If, however, by the off chance both the Queen and Charles abdicate in the same year and William becomes king, I feel that he will put more pressure on Harry and will give him an ultimatum: either come home and fill your position or lose it all. William is most likely more in touch with how the public feels. I also think that William is more of a straight shooter than his father, and probably less concerned with protocol than Charles. I think William will agree with his father, namely to trim the monarchy, but that unlike his father, he would give Harry first option to abdicate, seeing that he has already left the RF. That's a simple no-brainer, I think. I think that under William, Harry will most likely become plain old Harry Windsor within 6 to 12 months of his brother becoming king. That is how I read their personalities and not necessarily what I think will happen anytime soon. So let us take a deep breath and see what 2021 brings. For now, I'm glued to the US elections for the next few days, and that in itself fills me with dread and fear, to be quite honest. Anyway, people, I'm busy with two different videos simultaneously, but as you know, with Meghan and Harry, things keep popping up, and I often feel that I quickly need to address the most recent things first, so I interrupt myself. But hopefully between exams and other work, I will be able to bring you a longer video, say towards midweek this week. So please, please, please take care of yourself, stay safe out there, and I'll see you back on the next one. Bye!